Good morning, Deborah. I am in the process of getting ready to prepare this cauliflower. Okay, it's already little green leaves I took off. Use a little paring knife to go and just cut right there and take the little green leaves off. So then I took the garlic instead of just rubbing it. I took the garlic, smashed it up a little bit, and then I actually stick it down into the cracks, which means it falls all the way down. See, I put it in there. Here I use anything to push it down in there. I use a chopstick so that it can go all the way down on the inside. So the flavor, as it bakes, the flavor will, see, look, it's going way down in there. The flavor will bake through. So I just go through and I stick it in every little hole, pieces of garlic down in every little hole. And then I follow the recipe exactly as far as with the mustard and oil and brushing it over and then putting Parmesan cheese last. I just wanted to show you the little trick with the garlic because it tells you to rub the garlic on it. So I do rub the garlic on it, but I stuff it down inside too. And it just gives it a wonderful flavor because it's baking for an hour. Okay, so now it's all mixed together. And that's the mustard, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And I start with the cauliflower upside down because then the flavors can actually go into the cauliflower. So I actually stuff the mustard dressing down inside the cracks after I put the garlic down inside the cracks. So that's how I start off. Make sure it's generously goes down into the holes. Brush the bottom because when you put all those flavors on, you can even eat the bottom. It's so tender because it's been in the oven so long. And the temperature seems high, 450 for an hour, but it actually does not burn. So then I start in the bottom, brushing on the bottom generously. And that way the flavor's all over the cauliflower instead of trying to get the bottom from the side once you turn it over. And make sure, see this, it's completely coated down in the cracks. See, I see a little opening right there. So I like it because then the flavors go from the inside as well as on the outside. And as it cooks, the aromatic of it just goes right through and all the flavors go right through. So after I've coated everything on the bottom, then I just grab the cauliflower and turn it over onto the sprayed cookie sheet. And then, there we go, sorry. And then I just generously paint it with the mustard oil recipe. Oops, drop some on the sheet. And do that. And then after I get it all painted and I put it in the oven, I do it early in the morning. That way, since it takes an hour, it can be done when I come back from whatever activities at lunch or whatever that I want to do. I put it in, take it out before I leave, and cover it with a bowl. And once it's cooked for an hour, I take it out, stick a long skewer into it, or this. Where is it? And I make sure that it's just tender all the way through and through. And then I take the mixture of any mixture that's left of this, which most of the time there isn't any. And then I take the Parmesan parsley or whatever dried spice I have, like Italian spices, cilantro, whatever dried Italian type parsley-ish seasonings. I take that, mix it together, and then I just press it on like this with my hand with a glove on so I won't burn my hand, and then put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes until it gets like a crusty crust on the outside. So good. We have the nice crusty Parmesan mustard roasted garlic, whole cauliflower, very tender and ready to eat. And I like all the crispy Parmesan chips that are around the bottom on your pan when you take it off. Delish.